Well, gentlemen, I'm drunk, and I feel this is about the only time I can really tell this story, so here it goes. In Afghanistan, Marine Squad Leader. On an extended patrol, basically sit out there and watch the surrounding desert, occasionally catch a few guys in placing IEDs. About 1:30, checking up on my guys to make sure they aren't falling asleep/need anything. Get to my last Vic. Guy in the turret says he is watching a group of about 5 guys walking to a compound in the distance on thermals. Grab thermals, get locked onto them, and that's when it gets weird. Technically, they were colder than the surrounding environment. Weird. Keep eyes on since nothing else to do. Entire time they are still heading to this compound in the distance. Get there. They spend about 5 minutes milling around outside. Looks like they go to the front gate a few times, but hard to see. Don't know how, but they got the gate open, then sprint right inside. Hear distant gunshots. Call it in. COC says check it out. Could be Taliban messing up the locals. Get everyone up and ready. Blackout conditions, and move to the compound. Rolling up on the compound about 500 meters away. See a kid book it out of the compound. Runs straight out. Happens to be towards us. I say, screw it. Flip on the lights. He sees our lights, heads right for us even faster than he did before. Gets to us, starts screaming at us, and our terp is flipping shit. Just as he got to us, 8 dudes came out of the compound and started sprinting towards us as well. Still 300 meters away, so we pop a star cluster at them to get them to halt. Still running, 200 meters away, pop another. Kid is still babbling, terp is screaming to shoot. Get on radio, keep COC updated. They hit 100 meters, pen flare goes off. 50 meters, COC says it's my call. They are now in range of our headlights. All of them are covered in blood. I give the go-ahead. Too close to effectively use our 50s and marks, so thank God my turret gunners grabbed their SAWs instead. Whole squad had dismounted by then. Doc was checking the kid. 8 dudes getting lit up by 3 SAWs and the rest of the squad mag-dumping with their rifles. Needless to say, didn't take long since we were Marines and we generally don't miss. Check the bodies, all unarmed but drenched in blood. More than can be accounted for with our 5-second one-sided firefight. Call it in, head to check out the compound. Set up a cordon. I take the dismounts and terp up to the compound. Terp is screaming to just level the place with an airstrike. Terp's always saying we should use way more than we should. Sometimes they're right. At the gate. Not forced open, but there were body parts right on the inside. Looked like one person got ripped apart. Real nasty. Worse than when I saw a chick ripped in half from a mortar. Guns up, clearing the rest of the compound. Everyone inside either has their guts ripped out, arms ripped off, necks torn out, or otherwise dismembered and dead. Call in what we found. COC tells me to stand by. Smoke a couple of cigarettes. Terp is asking when the airstrike is coming in. COC finally gets back and tells me that a special human exploitation team is coming out to assist. What? We've got a kid who is basically in shock and a whole bunch of dead bodies. Whatever, they want us to wait. We'll wait. COC also says not to go into the compound. Could be rigged with IEDs. Thanks for the timely intel, guys. We wait for about 45 minutes when I get a call from a helo asking us to mark an LZ for them. Alright, don't know why they couldn't just drive out here. Hope we don't have to drive them back to whatever FOB they came from after they're done. Helo shows up, lands, drops off 3 dudes, then takes off. Hello, Corporal Annan, I'm Major so-and-so. Heard you had something interesting for my team. Give him a rundown of events leading up to the shoot order. Did you go inside? Yes, sir, we did. We conducted a full search of the compound. Found nothing. He gets quiet, goes over to the bodies, uses blue light on his flashlight to check out the bodies. Blue light makes it easier to see fluids like blood and oil at night. He calls his 2 guys over, says a few words, and they drop their packs and start changing into mop gear. Thick rubber suits, rubber boots, rubber gloves, and gas masks, if you don't know. Tells me to just wait. More waiting. They go inside, spend 5 minutes, and then about 5 to 8 gunshots, real quick. Probably different people shooting simultaneously. Oh shit. Without thinking, I grab a couple of my guys and book it to the compound, calling out for the major. Oh shit, if we missed a spider hole or something and got them killed, we are screwed. I'm the first one in through the gate, and just as I got through it, one of the guys steps right in front of me and says everything is fine, they just had a negligent discharge. He also says they found an IED manufacturing room and that we should leave since it isn't safe, and they are doing the same. What? Who just accidentally shoots off 8 rounds? And we sure as shit didn't miss something as big or important as IED components. They finish up. Hilo comes back and picks them up. We head back to base, get redirected to a larger FOB halfway there. No explanation, just told to go and link up with a captain. Already exhausted, we get there at like 8. As soon as we called in for permission to enter friendly lines, we get told to wait. Again. 30 minutes of sitting in front of this gate, waiting. Finally get waved through and we are immediately directed to a staging area right on the inside of the wire. Guys are standing in mop suits, get told to dismount and shed all our gear. Apparently, the major found evidence of possible chemical weapons in the IED factory, so we need to be scrubbed for exposure. We get shuffled off to some makeshift showers where we strip down, hand all of our gear to dudes in mop suits that clean it while we get ourselves a nice freezing cold bleach shower in what amounts to basically a few tarps hung up for a semblance of privacy from the rest of the FOB. After it's all said and done, they have given every last bit of our gear and ourselves a full scrub. We got different vehicles since it would take them longer to do those, plus replacing the crew systems and other electronics in them. A few weeks later, we got sent on some convoy op to a major FOB. Get told whole squad has to go to medical to check for any adverse reactions to the exposure from that night. Get our blood drawn, then nothing. Went on a patrol near where that compound was later, nothing left but a crater. All the locals stayed away from it too. And that, my friends, is my story. I can elaborate on why I think shit was not on the level due to minor details. You don't use bleach to clean up chemical weapons. That's for biological stuff only, etc. But there it is, mostly uncut and from my perspective at the time. After telling the story, the OP goes on to point out another weird thing about the event. When the things initially went into the compound, there was only 5 of them. But then the convoy was attacked by 8 individuals. Where did the others come from?